Welcome back to Will's Bill's Fam. I'm hangry, so we're gonna cook a meal. Get you some of this. Alaskan seltzer, pretty darn good. We stumbled upon our new favorite lunch, at least for the time being. We picked up these lentil noodles the other day from Costco. One ingredient, red lentil flour. I think it's pretty much just lentils in pasta form. We put it together with some chicken and poured this buffalo sauce over it with just a little bit of some other ingredients that we'll show you in a second. And it's blowing our minds. I think we've had it every day for the last 3 days, and this will be the 4th. We'll see how many days we keep eating. We're gonna show you how to make it right now. Let's get some water boiling. While this is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and nerd out on you. We wanted to share the macros with you on this meal. We don't care that much about macros anymore, but we did for a while when we were counting calories and trying to do this 40-30-30 split where you eat 40% of your calories as protein, 30% as carbs, and 30% as fat. And then you restrict your calories to where you're in a deficit and lose weight that way. So it's kind of fun to know what are the macros, as they say, on a certain meal. But I look at this and it says a serving size is 2 ounces. And my question is that dry or cooked? And I don't know. So we gotta like figure it out. But I'm just gonna pull out all the dry pasta and weigh it and see if there's actually the amount in here that it says in weight. And then we can go off of that for serving size, but it may be that it needs to be cooked. We'll see. If you don't want to nerd out with me, then just skip ahead to the time marker that's on the screen right now and we'll get back to business. But let's just see how this actually breaks down. Crystal just suggested I lay the noodles on the scale. Would that actually work? Wouldn't they all fall off? Let's just try it Crystal's way. So, it's showing 330 grams. Let's call it 330 grams. This thing says a serving size is 56 grams and there's about 6 servings per container, which would be 336 grams, right? So a serving size is 2 ounces or 56 grams dry. Now we know. If we were to weigh out 2 ounces after we cooked it, we wouldn't be getting nearly as much as we thought we could. Anyway, let's weigh out 1 serving and see what that looks like. You know what'd be cool is to cook it and see what it looks like. Everyone would probably look at the size of it and be like, that's not a serving, that's a bite. I'm pretty sure I can eat half of this in one sitting, right? Is that what we've been doing?
We've been doing half a box for both of us.
56 grams exactly. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, that's 1 serving right there, and I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna cut it. I think what we're gonna do is just cook the whole box and then see what it yields for us. I'm guessing it's more like 4 servings at the most in this box for a normal human, but we'll see. Maybe we cook it and then weigh it cooked and then divide that by 6, and then we'll know the weight of 1 serving. I'm thinking out loud right now. You can go ahead and cut all that from the video. We've been trying to generate ideas for future videos, and we've got some ideas from some of you, so thank you for your suggestions. One of them coming up really soon is a video to just introduce us and talk a little bit about our background, where we came from, some things we've done in our life, and maybe a little bit about where we're headed in the future. So that's a video coming up. We also want to make a video about why we're choosing to start this channel. And we've had it going for a few months now, but we've put a lot of thought into it, and we've decided to commit to it for at least a time until it doesn't make sense anymore. But we wanted to break down the reasons why we decided this was a good idea for us. And hopefully you find that interesting. Let us know what you want to see. Okay, water's boiling. Let's get the noodles in. I like to break my noodles. Hot tamale. We want to be accurate with the macros for you, so we're going to go ahead and weigh out the sauce we're going to use today real quick. 15 grams a serving, and it seems like we use about like that for the chicken, and then we put on like this much for each of us, something like this, right? That was 182 grams. 182 divided by 15, 12.13 servings times 35 calories, 424 calories. Yeah. We took it down to 10 servings. 12 is just, it's out of line. You know what I mean? We're not trying to be all gluttonous. El dente. That's Spanish for done. $753 grams. Let's just go to 760 grams divided by 6. 126 grams per serving, which was a 226% increase. How many servings does that look like to you? 4?
3.5, 4 would be my guess.
I think that could be 4 servings with the amount of chicken that we're gonna put in there. We're gonna weigh out a little bit of cheese to put on there and then get the chicken cooked. Let's get the chicken cooked. We use high heat because the chicken's already cooked, and that is half a tablespoon of oil, which means 75 calories, pure fat. There goes 210 calories of chicken. Pepper, garlic, tiny bit of salt. This black and rub is paprika, salt, garlic, onion powder, sugar, spices. A little bit of color. Nutritional yeast. Now we'll put that on in a bit. Garlic and herbs. You don't need much of this. Just a tiny little bit as just a little bit of a binder for everything. There goes half a serving. 14 grams, which would be a total of 55 calories. Not too bad. This nutritional yeast is great flavor. It's actually really healthy. There's a lot of good stuff in it. It's 35 calories for 1 tablespoon. Great to throw on all kinds of stuff. We're gonna go in with a little bit of this. We're gonna just weigh out a portion. Definitely use tongs. That looks like plenty for 2 meals. For normal humans that like to eat, the box is 3 servings, which is half of what they claim. That is, yeah, 400 grams. Here goes half a tablespoon. That's another 75. Some cheese. The rest of this. I'd say that was 2 tablespoons for 70 calories. Now we just gotta plate it. Bon appetit! Finish with just a dash. All right, there you have it. We'll put the macros on the screen for the total. Looks like I got maybe 2/3 of of the pan and she got about a third, so. You smell the buffalo sauce right away, but it's not overwhelming. The taste of this is, I think it's great because it's not quite like pasta. The lentils have more of an earthy taste, but the texture of the pasta is great. The chicken out of that can, it's awesome. It's very tender. And then having that little bit of cheese and nutritional yeast. What do you call that stuff? I don't like saying the word yeast. Let's just call this nutritional seasoning. It has just this cheesy, hearty flavor to it. It just feels good to eat this. It's a warm, sort of comforting meal. You feel nice and full afterwards, but not bad for having eaten a ton of pasta. So there you have it. Highly recommend it. We're gonna eat this up and then start planning more videos for you guys. See you in the next one.